Hey guys, Bubfish here on the BunchaSquares SMP, coming at you for another episode here, episode 4, and I'm just kind of flying over the spawn area where I have mostly completed the higher road bed, which is super cool, and it's actually looking like it's kind of coming together. You might be able to tell, looking down from above, the sort of shape that this is going to come together to be, and I'm super pleased with this. This is exactly what I was looking for design-wise, and it's always kind of gratifying to see that come to fruition. But yeah, so today, what are our plans? I've got all sorts of things planned. I want to try and make the bridges across, because I've laid out 1, 2, 3, 4 places where I want bridges to span the gap of the river, just to make for ease of walking around and visiting the different shops, because I don't want people to lose out on business at any one of the shops just because it's inconvenient. Yes, everything here is kind of designed around being, one cohesive area. That's the goal. The other thing I want to do is I want to complete the lower roadway. As you can see, I have all of these areas, where I have made stairs go down just a little bit. Not to the water level, just down a little. But basically what's going on there is that will be where the actual shops level will be. There will be a little bit of a roadway down there, and along that roadway there will be all of the storefronts and the business entrances and all sorts of cool stuff like that. So yes, I am excited about this. I probably won't get to all of it today. There's just a lot to do. And it's super exciting and it's super fun, but yeah, I think let's just get right into it. I'm going to go and collect some, what should I do first? I think I'm going to collect some wood and see how well I can make these bridges. Yeah, I think I'm going to base them a little bit off of the bridges. If you remember the bridges near spawn from Season 1, it's going to be a little similar to that. It's probably going to be oak and birch and planks and slabs and just kind of a small arch going over. And those bridges, I was really happy with how that bridge turned out last year. It worked really well on a diagonal, so I think that's kind of what I'm going for. None of these bridges are going to be straight across, because, why would you? If nothing else around here is straight and evenly set, the buildings will be, obviously. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. Let's go and get us some wood. And just like that, we are back with wood in hand. I'm just kind of going to start slapping stuff down, seeing where this leads. I'm trying to get across to those 2 sand blocks there and keep it a generally consistent size and strength of the way across. And that's what those other sand blocks are for. They're just marking the area where I want to work on bridges. So after last episode, I went into the far distant reaches of the end, and I did a little bit of end city raiding, and as you can see, I came back with some shulker boxes. Actually quite a few shulker boxes, quite a few more than it's reasonable to fit in a single inventory, in fact. So what I'm doing is prepping already for the return of Shellcorp. Yes, Shellcorp is indeed going to be making a return. Exactly when? Well, we'll have to see. It kind of depends on how soon I can get the shopping district up and ready here. So fingers crossed here. I think it should be fairly soon here, actually. If I can make this bridge not go in the wrong direction. I'm building it off center already. So I need to delete this and make it a bit more straightforward. Okay, I will come back once I've reached the far side. So I just finished bridge number 2, actually, and yeah, I'm not 100% sold on this aesthetic. Not sure what it would take. Maybe lowering the arch a little bit or giving it some more support. It looks good. But I'm thinking I might want to swap these out for something a bit more modern looking. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyhow, I'm gonna keep going with these. I'm just gonna finish them for right now. And then we'll have sort of more easy access as we're building, if for nothing else. I might swap these out later in the season, rather than right now. Because really right now the goal is I want to get the area ready for shops, and it definitely needs it at this point. Everybody's kind of popping up these little mini temporary shops right now. We've got Zip Zop over there with a nice scaffolding shop, which is cool. And of course we have pillagers wandering through, wondering when they can come and buy items from our lovely stores. Once we get them, my goodness, why do we need so many pillagers? I don't think we need so many pillagers. Okay, so guys, I have the bad omen effect right now, which is not great, but I just saw some pillagers come over the hill here. I don't know where they went. I don't want to get too close to the village. I think all of the villagers are unfortunately already gone from that area. I don't know where the pillagers went. Dang it, I was going to try and get Bad Omen 2. I want to try and do a pillager raid with Bad Omen 2, or Bad Omen 3 really, and see if it's really that much tougher. To be fair, the normal raids are a heck of a lot tougher than I anticipated. The last time I actually did one on normal, Mog over there killed me and destroyed all the beds, and so there was no longer a village there. So, I might be getting in way over my head by doing that. But anyhow, okay, I'm going to continue making this bridge. Don't know where those pillagers went. I'm a little disappointed. But next time I see some spawn in, I might try and get that Bad Omen 2. Alright, here we are. This is how the map is looking now that we've taken care of these bridges. That looks actually pretty cool. Like I said, I might switch this out for something a bit more modern looking. I'm not sure how I feel about how this looks right now. But I think, yeah, once we get around to modernizing this area, which probably will happen, it'll probably get swapped out. Maybe. I don't even know. We have yet to really make this project complete. So, you know, what's the point in speculating before I've even finished the first part of this? The bridges are complete. Hallelujah. Alright, so the bridges are done for right now. And now it's time to work on the lower roadways. As you can see, I haven't gotten a lot more granite yet to do the river bed. And I'll probably get around to that at some point here a bit later, but probably off camera because that will be boring. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and collect a lot of cobblestone because, believe it or not, I have gone through pretty much all of my stone and cobblestone over the course of this project so far. Yeah, it's kind of mental. So I'm going to go and mine for a little while, hopefully find some diamonds in the process, and then I will meet you back there to start on the lower roadway, and maybe even, if I'm really lucky, begin one of the shops today. Alright, I think I have collected enough cobblestone and stone, and I come out on the surface, and it's terrible. It's raining, there's thunder and lightning, I'm gonna die to a creeper or some stupid thing. Let's try not doing that. Jeez, yeah, you know, I think I should almost stay awake a little bit longer so I can maybe get some phantom membrane? Ow. Do not want to have to stay up another couple of nights to get phantoms to spawn. Oh, you know what, though? Sven the Bold has been AFK. I wonder if he's AFK in an area that has glass above him. I wonder now. I feel like I could go and farm some phantoms off of my good friend Sven. Okay, alright, we are actually, there it is, there is Sven's base. This is just it's a silly build. This is ridiculous. It's like a giant dragon skull with tongue and teeth, and there are all sorts of traveling villaging traders everywhere around here. There's one over there, there's one up there. Yeah, it's a return to skyblock form again for Sven the Bold. Okay. Oh, that is some cool horse armor. That is really nice. That kind of matches his skin. However, I think if I'm not guessing incorrectly here, he is not somewhere out in the open. I'm not seeing his name tag here, which is strange. Alright, so Sven actually has this little fish farm here, and he says for all guests to sign the guest book, so I have actually done Skullhaven Manor. That is a great name for that. There we go. There I am. It's me. Okay, I'm done with that. This is cool. This is cool. I'm a little annoyed that he doesn't have the open sky above him, so I could farm phantoms off him, which means I'm going to have to do an AFK session, whatever you want to call it, with the open air above me, or glass, or something that allows phantoms to spawn. Look at that! There's a parrot just kind of chilling out over there. Why would he have that over there? That's weird. All of these pillagers, man, it's just a party over here at Skullhaven Temple or Skullhaven Manor. It's a manor house. Very strange manor house. All right, I'm gonna head back to my area here, and I'm gonna set up a fish farm, I think. So I've actually gone and loaded into last season's world just out of curiosity. Basically, I wanted to see how I made the old fish farm over there. Now this is an old save. Obviously, a lot of the stuff wasn't here in its creative mode. But look at this. We've got pillagers here and there, and a lot of pillagers over here. And the inside of the museum is crammed to the gills at each corner with pillagers. There were some over there. I think they despawned when I got too far away. But holy moly. It's so many, it's just lagging everything out. They're on the roof. They're on the ground. My poor villager hiding down there he's going to be toast, I'm sure. And I have no idea what's going on here. That's absolutely mental. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to see how these farms tend to operate. I've kind of forgotten. Alright, so I've got everything laid out here. In fact, I've got 4 chests worth of space. Cool. Yeah, alright. And I've got an Unbreaking 2 pole that I picked up in a dungeon or somewhere. I don't even remember. I've got the sky open up above me through the glass. That should allow phantoms to spawn. So yeah, let's give this a good AFK test run here, and we'll see where we're at in a little bit. Guys, it's happened. There are phantoms. Oh, there they are. They are coming in, and it's a good thing it decided to rain. Ow. Otherwise, I would have missed this entirely. Come on, come on. I want to get you. I want to get you. I want your fancy phantom membranes. I got a phantom head, and then I got no membrane. There we go, that's one. I really need more. And just like that, I managed to get 2 phantom heads, and only 1 membrane. I'm not exactly happy about that. Okay. Well, I guess this means that I don't get any more sleep for yet another night. Whee. Man, I've totally derailed this episode from what I planned to do today. So, I think you can blame the phantoms for that, but, I mean, I can't just let my flying fish wings go completely to the tube. I mean, I need to have them now that I have them. So I went to use a boat to go back over to spawn, and it's occupado right now. I don't... Why? Why are there 2 of them in there? They don't need to both be in... They don't need this boat. Why, though? Okay, so I've collected 6 phantom membranes so far. I think I'm probably going to sleep here. There we go. 7. That should be good for a while. The membrane actually heals a lot off of the elytra's damage. So I'm gonna go and sleep here real quick. So I've got to say, this episode has been completely derailed from where I thought I was going to be going with it, which is okay. Sometimes that is just a fine thing. As you can see, I've started laying out the lower roadway. That is going to be looking really nice, I think. I'm not sure what to put next to it, though, because there are going to be some things that are going to be below this section of grass, down at about this level. And I'm either thinking maybe some water feature or something. I don't know, that or, it could be, yeah, I could have some fish in this area here. Just kind of have a little trough and have some fish in it. That would be cool. Or I could just have a bit more green space and maybe plant some bushes or some flowers or something there. But that was kind of my plan for this area of grass up top too. So we'll have to see. I think that might be a later part of this project. I kind of want to just get the roadway done at this point, and then we can deal with all the beautification maybe at a later date. Maybe off screen, maybe on screen. I don't know. We'll have to decide that when we get there. But yeah, for right now, I'm going to keep going on the roadway, and I will rejoin you in just a bit. So I've started moving forward with the building design for the first shop in the official shopping area around here, and honestly, I gotta say, I like how it's looking. It's a nice style so far. Like I said, it's very Downtown Evo inspired, so it might be a little basic for right now, but the idea is that this is going to be about 3 stories this size, so it's going to be a relatively small shop space, but anybody can move any shop in here to begin with. And the idea is that the building itself is going to be maybe 3 stories, and if you want to have an entire building for your shops, you can absolutely go ahead and do that. You can do customized stuff in here, obviously. You can make whatever you want to fit your shop's individual needs. So I think this is going to come together nicely. Yeah, definitely. I've got a nice idea to give it a bit more of a contour, a bit more shape as we go along here. And as you can see, since this is a corner building, we have an entrance on this side and an entrance on this side. So anyhow, I'm going to keep going with this, and I will catch you in just a bit. Alright, let's take a quick look back at this here. See how it's coming along. Yeah, you know what? I think that is pretty good. This is really kind of what I was going for with it. And basically what I've got here is a blank template for 3 different shops. I mean, they're going to be small shops. This isn't one of the bigger builds. I just wanted to start off with something smaller to get kind of the idea going, sort of the general shape of buildings in this area. And the idea is it's going to be a bunch of buildings that are maybe 2 or 3 blocks apart here, or maybe even, I'm thinking that whatever building goes right in this area will likely be butted right up against this wall. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to sell these spaces, or I'd rather just have people use them for free, just first come first served sort of scenario. You know what? That'll be my question. Do you want to see people in bidding wars over the best pieces of real estate, or do you just want to see people be able to move in and make their shops where they please? That is kind of the question for the day. Okay, so I'm leaning towards just letting people move in wherever they want, honestly, because, you know, it's been a while. People are setting up temporary shops already. It'd be nicer if people were able to just move in wherever they wanted. And of course, this means that people can move in and out as they please. They can take their decorations and go whenever I finish a nicer building or something like that. And it allows new businesses to always be popping up. It kind of makes this area feel a little bit more alive. So yeah, I think they'll probably be free. But let me know what you want. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you think, because I could make a few cool diamonds off of builds like this, I think. Okay, that is much better. That is much better. I've given it a bit of extra texture and a little bit of shape. I still need to fill in this side here, or both sides actually, with brick, I think, and maybe some little windows up there, and possibly give a little space for a shop in the attic. Not certain yet, but anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna keep chugging at this. See where we get to. I love the way this building is turning out. And I love the fact that I'm able to house, 4 shops in here now? 4 shops? I'm trying to decide if I really want to do a 4th shop up in the attic, but, you know, maybe I'll claim that space. Maybe that'll be for me. So I came back after a few hours of being away, and, well, it turns out there's some anticipation surrounding the opening of this shop building. Yeah, so I still haven't decided whether or not I'm going to charge for these spaces, but people have already called them. Hollow's backup gear is going to be in here. There we go. That's cool. Rail World, which is that way. I think it's that building right there. Yeah, that is going to move into this floor. And U has sort of like a general store. And we've already got a few things. Not a full stack, so I wouldn't pay anything for it yet. But gold is going to be a stack for a diamond, which is, wow, that is an incredible deal. If she gets around to making that. Yeah, this looks cool. But if you look, you'll see something over in the distance there. And let's go check that out real quick. Sven the Bold got permission from me to make his own rather unique shop, since this is going to be past where the buildings are. This is perfectly fine, and a couple of these other buildings, I don't know how we're going to deal with them. Maybe we'll leave them there, maybe we won't, we'll see. But, yes, this is the Boneyard. Magics, dyes, and miscellany. I love this thing. It's literally like a dragon skeleton that you walk into and through, and you get in here. Oh, and there's just crazy stuff in here. You got saddles, you got bone blocks, enchanted books of all sorts and varieties. I don't see any mending. Wait, did I see mending there? No? Okay. Yeah, second I see mending, that's going to be the big deal. Don't know why sharpness 3 is 4 diamonds. That's a bit difficult. Mending bows, fishing rod, 12 diamonds for a fishing rod. Well, I guess fishing is kind of OP, and this is where he's gotten a lot of his books from. Okay, so nether wart blocks, that's good, that's good. And since we have the uncraftable nether wart block, you can get the nether wart back out of it. That's not a bad deal, especially if you haven't gone to the nether yet. So, yeah, anyhow, that looks super cool. I'm going to wind up clearing a few of these trees away so you can see this thing. But that looks cool. That looks cool. Look at the profile on that head. That is super neat. Anyhow, guys, I think that is just about all the time I have for today's episode, honestly. I've been recording this over the course of actually a couple of days. I haven't had time to sit down and do like a whole session of it at once. So I've kind of forgotten where I was and where I was going with this whole thing. But yeah, the first building is already up and ready. First building in the new shopping area. And I think this is a good start. If we keep along with something in these themes, I've looked at the map and I think we have space for around 16 to 18 buildings in the area that we've set aside for this project. So this is going to be sort of a season-wide thing where every once in a while I'll go and I'll build a few extra buildings for people to move shops into and for me to move my shops into eventually. I built this thing and I didn't really reserve any space other than maybe the attic. So we'll see how that goes. But anyhow, guys, this has been this time, that will be that time, and I will catch you next time. Bye!